Attack!
Taking aim.
Well, now, you must be the daft idiot what's been chasing through Houghton with his rats and lightning spiders.
Look here, Sheriff.
Shut up! Ketil Swart's a backstabbing, thieving rogue what took me half a year to catch, and now you've up and set him free, and it's a good bet he's gone to ground in Neversdale Forest. Well, just you head out of town and get him back, and be quick about it. Go recapture the blackguard, or you'll never be welcome in Houghton again.
You're a little soft, aren't you? Did that with my eyes closed. Oh,
Welcome to Chubnik's Magical Waterway Transportation Service to the future.
Are you serious?
Not the first time I've been asked that question. Yes, you heard right. Chubnik's Magical Waterway Transportation Service will, for a modest fee, whisk you not just across the raging Chubnik River, but also transport you into the future.
How far into the future?
That depends on how long it takes to cross the river.
Oh, I get it. Nice scam, nice scam. So you're going to take me across that little stream for some ridiculous fee when I could quite easily take your boat and cross myself, right?
A wise man you are, that is for sure. But wrong you'd also be. I, of course, have taken magical precautions against such an occurrence. Any attempt by someone other than myself to use this boat, and it will sink into the river. Not until it reaches the deepest portion, of course. Only the tiniest fee is required to garner my services. 15 silver.
Seems like a fair price. I do get a bit squeamish aboard ships, though.
Ready to board?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Now keep your arms and legs inside the vessel at all times. You aren't pregnant, are you? No, of course you're not. The raging Chubnik River and surrounding Chubnik Valley contain over 1,000 types of flora and fauna. Let me point out a few. Oh, be careful as you disembark. And thank you for choosing Chubnik's Magical Waterway Transportation Service. We know that you have a choice in your waterway transportation services, and we value your patronage.
Prepare to die. I am Organ, the Chosen One. Nothing will stop me from my quest to save the princess and drive the evil from this land. Have at you.
And what have we here? Another chosen one? Off to save the princess?
Brave talk for someone who picks on craved half-wits with more bravery than sense. I assure you that you will soon join it. Daft young fool. What was he on about? Some sort of princess he was going to rescue? Chosen one. He must have been out of his mind.
The bard, of course, was overcome with sympathy for the poor, deceased young man. With a great deal of skill, or perhaps a tremendous amount of luck, The bard disposed of the murderous trow. With a bit more luck, he might even come out the other end of the forest without an arrow coming out the other end of his head.
Always the optimist.
Oh, it's bad luck to be you. A chosen one of many isn't new. When you think you're full of luck, you look forward till you struck. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. Now Odin came young from the farm and tried to save the princess from all harm. Equipped with just a stick and a head made out of brick, his rabbit's foot failed as a charm. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. The prophecy is never coming true. In a pickle you'll be stuck, like a chicken you will cluck. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. Believing that he was the one, his ego weighed in at a ton. His mom's a crazy bat. Did we mention she was fat? And she'll need a pine box for her son. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. Don't think for just a second it's not true. When your life is run amok, you will see that you're the schmuck. Oh, it's bad luck to be, really bad luck to be. Nobody could disagree. It's a freaking guarantee. It's bad luck to be you. It'll lead to.
Just a flesh wound.
Take that!
Come and get me, you meandering moron!
Ketil, quit cowering up there like the frightened rodent that you are. Come out and fight.
Ah, your mother's a furbug and your old man's a trow.
You don't want to make me come up there.
Save your singing for the sheep, you crooning coward! Come on, you pansy! No more! No more! Don't kill me! I was only kidding about your sister. I'll come with you.
Put your hands behind your back.
Now what? You won't be trying any of them perversions, will you?
I'm making sure you can't run away again. Or, if you prefer, I could just cut you off at the knees.
But you're the one who let me go. And now you're taking me back? Are you bored out of your skull or just wrong in the head? Ow! Stop hitting me!
Would you prefer I start stabbing you? Now shut your mouth and come with me.
With Ketil in tow, the bard moved on, hoping to avoid the trial and bring his prisoner back to Houghton. The stronger the bard is, the more damage he can inflict with melee weapons. A high dexterity.
Somebody in need of healing?
What are you doing? The Kunal Trow are lurking everywhere. They'll kill you as soon as look at you. Untie me, and we might make a match, the pair of us. Thus ends the bard's tale.
thus ends the bard's tale.
Get to the good part.
Welcome to Pisky's magical Mattermay transport thingy to the future! Oh.
Excuse me?
I don't smell anything. Wait! You're the barf! Right, my brother told me about you. What did he say? Oh yeah, he said the barf. Hey, Ketil, what are you doing here? You know Fnarf is looking for you. Fnarf rhymes with barf. I can make up a song about you two.
Listen, I don't have time for your ramblings. Perhaps you could just take me across the river?
Taking the barf across the river, that was it? Hey, now what was the special barf deal?
Seeing as I'm in a bit of a hurry, and you're not in much condition to sail, why don't I just take that ferry across on my own?
Oh, can't do that. Too dangerous the Pisky River is for the novice. But since you're such a nice person, I'll take you over for free. Just don't tell my brother. Shh. Keep your arms in your legs. Let's get this road on the ship. You know, as the captain of this ship, I can legally marry you too, if you want. Now be careful as you get out, because the dock is made out of hickory wood and it can get slick if it's wet, which makes it a very slippery hickory dock. Fu here. I don't know you. But Ketil, my clandestine companion, when was the last time we saw each other?
Well, now, let's see. I was on my way to Houghton and...
Oh, wait! I remember! Yes, it was when you pilfered my prized possession, my exquisite eagle charm!
'Twasn't me, Fnarf. It was this beggar right here who stole it. I was bringing him back to you when he knocked me over the head, took it from me person and tied me up.
Hold on a minute. I never saw this thing before in my life. I found it in Ketil's house when I came to take him back to Houghton.
The perplexing problem is, if I were to let you go, my feral friends here would consider me a coward. You see, they might even get into their noggins the notion that they could take over this bloodthirsty band. So, we're going to bash your brains and purloin your property. Nothing personal, you understand.
If there's one thing I hate, it's Colonel Trow with delusions of grandeur.
Quick, cut me loose so I can fight.
Like hell, you'll bugger off as soon as I do.
Are you daft, man? Let me loose or they'll kill us both.
As long as you go first, at least I'll have some entertainment before I die.
I was right. You are an idiot. And sure as not, they'll brain you with a club and you'll lose what little wits you got remaining.
I've got to go see a guy about a gelding. So, I'll suffer you to survive for now. When we assemble again, you won't find yourself as fortunate.
Despite the bard's warm and shining personality, people continue to run from him like the plague. Perhaps he would one day learn that in order to keep friends near, a man such as himself needed to keep them tied up.
If only I could find a sock big enough to put in that mouth of yours.
Though Fnarf had escaped, the bard had the unmistakable feeling that they would meet again.
Of course, that's how these things always work. If they just stayed around and took their beating like a man for the first time, they'd save me a lot of trouble. Good dog.
So you swine, happy to see me? Just you try running again, and it's fodder for the Finn folk you'll be.
Now, about my...
I don't throw you in jail.
So, no reward then?
Out with you.
You've come looking for my Bogan, haven't you? Of course you have. But it's gone he is, for he's the one, the chosen one, who free the fair princess from cruel bondage. And what do ye suppose that means to a poor old woman like me? Why, everything, that's what. For he's promised to come back, my Ogan, and take me away from this awful place and give me a proper house with glass in the windows, floors of wood, and a larder so full we'll never know hunger again. So, when you see him, tell him his mother loves him.
I've got some bad news, I'm afraid. Your boy was slain. Murdered. By a trow.
Oh, no! Tell me it isn't true! Killed? I hope you avenged my boy.
I'm sorry to have to be the one to tell you, but I want you to know, the ones that killed him, I cut them down where they stood.
You avenged my Ogan. Thank you, thank you. I knew you were a good man. May your future journeys continue in good health. Here, this was a charm Ogan gave me, said it'd bring me luck. Why don't you take it?
Heavy gloves made from the hide of a badger that imparted some of the animal's strength and ferocity into the wearer. Tragically, they also smelled very much like a dead badger. A common rabbit's foot, often thought to bring good luck. This charm was enchanted by the Trow Fnaf to aid him with his poor musicianship. Well, its new owner isn't much of a step up from a trow.
I don't know how to do that.
You know, you keep coming round here, and pretty soon I'll let you stay. Permanent. Now be off with you.
And so the bard arrived in Kirkwall, a peaceful and quiet town. The place seemed oddly familiar, and he would soon learn why.
Oh, my lord! I don't believe it. I truly don't believe it. Do my eyes deceive me?
One can only hope.
So much for peaceful and quiet.
Oh, my eyes speak the truth. My love has indeed returned. Although you vowed to return to my arms, time had cast doubt upon my heart. It's been so long since that magical night.
I'm truly sorry, milady, but I'm afraid you've mistaken me for someone else. Someone less handsome, I'm sure. I get that all the time.
Oh, surely you jest. That moonlit night, in the barn, up in the loft. You said you loved me. You said it was the most passionate moment you'd ever experienced.
Can you be more specific? I get a lot of that too. Look, I'm sorry. I don't remember you, which means one of two things. Either we never met, or that night was just magical for one of us.
I've never been so insulted in all my life.
Think